Alright, you guys, welcome to Cosplays. Playing this free game from somewhere. Prime Games. Fishing the North Atlantic. It's free. If you have Twitch Prime, you just have to go to Free Games with Twitch Prime, log in, claim your games. You know what I mean? Every month they have a new list. I think my brother, when I was younger, used to play this game. My brother Dan was into this Maniac Mansion, I think, back when PCs were, you know, pre-2000s. Anyways, so fishing in the North Atlantic is free. I've been playing it a little bit. I only got the second ship, but I haven't fully upgraded. So let's continue the career. I am, well, we can stay on this here. So you don't get ships like this, you get fishing ships. You know, little, like this one here. You know what I mean? With the open back. This is probably a lobster ship or a, you know, like a long line or a deep line trawler of some sort. And they might actually show us a few ships in here. Here's another one here. It's the same as that one, just a different color. But there are, so far that I see, there's probably maybe, I was going to say a dozen might be not enough. I would think maybe 18 or 20 ships total so far, but you got to find them, you know. You have to like sail around inside ports and junk and into little bays and stuff to find these, you know, the extra ships. There's, every port has, you know, like the stock number, you know, stock type of ships. See, there's one there. There's one there. Those are probably the same also. There's a ship there. You know, there's different ones. Even some of these, there's some big ones. There's some huge ones. I'm not sure if that first big ship was one of them, but anyways, let's get into the Z game. So we get into Z game. Here's my ship. It's green. Oh, I was blue a couple days ago. It's green today. It's called Cost Cast. Cost Cast. Yeah, but I'm not casting shit. I'm throwing crates out. And right now, all my crates are out. So when I logged off the last time I played, I started becoming efficient in the game. So let me show you what I mean by that. So the ship can only hold 12 boxes, right? And so what I did was I dropped 12 boxes, and then I had to wait. You know, I dropped 12 boxes. Then I have to wait 18 hours before they are, you know, before I can come back to pick them up. So I just dropped these guys here 27 minutes ago, 59 minutes. So, you know, it took me 30 minutes or something to drop these 12. That's all my boat can carry. So now that the ship is empty of the 12, I could pick up 12 more. You see what I'm saying? And these are 20 hours old. So you need to be a minimum of 18. I don't know what the bar means. I think the bar means like maximum time they could be out there until they become no good. You know, so this is like my, the little bar above the 20 hours and 10 minutes. I can't show you because it's connected to my mouse. And pot 24 box there. That blue bar, I believe, means how much time I've got. See, like this one has 40 minutes and it's not even a line, you know. And this one's been, so I figured that when this gets to the full, to the top, you know, that this pot becomes wasted, you know, like expired kind of thing. So some of the places I found on my own were these ship spots, you know, like there's one here I found. There was a series of things along this that you could find. Most of them were lighthouses, but there was a couple boats too. It doesn't actually show you where the boat locations are. It just says they're available. A lot of them, see, here's one. Okay, this is where I have to bring, I'm in a mission right now, so I have to bring what's on my boat that I got from one port to another port, but it only took up like 10% of my ship's hull, you know, so I'm trying to fill it up with my own profit so I can get the money for the mission plus profit from my own catch, which is going to be these 12. And I've got time to do it. Now the auto drive in this game is weird, but it works. You have to click it here, or you can hit O in the game to get it to go, but here's where you set the speed, you know what I mean? and you just tell it max, and when you go back, the ship just takes off. Goes down the line you tell it to. You know, on this map here, see? Let's go back to the map. Okay, so on the map, I'll zoom into me a little bit. There's a line. See that line there? I can add to that line by going like this. And once I get those, I could tell this to turn around and go back. Right? And then go here, go here. Oop. Oh, that's not where we need to go. So let's change this. Put this. I don't know if I can get a straight line in there. But I want to move number 3. Okay, I can't move the map and that at the same time. Okay, so this needs to go here. Like, this needs to go over here. I gotta zigzag my way in there. Let's move this up to about there. It works. And then this should get in there like so. And then the last one should bring us right into the port. Stretch that out. Just like, okay. And we'll turn this off for now, so I can pick up these pots. Once I pick up the pots, I'll turn the auto drive on. This thing will just go. Now, when I first got this ship, this guy's going pretty fast. When I first got this ship, it would be lucky if I could do 12. I'm doing 25. Sometimes I hit 30. Depends on the currents, I guess. So it's at nighttime, which kind of sucks. But I can't wait. I don't want to wait the time on these pots. So I don't know if the older they get, once they turn green, that might be like their 100% moment, and then they degrade over time. So I don't want to wait the 12 hours. But I will wait the 12 hours after I pick these up, and so you can see in the daylight and he's sailing back. And this is tricky. Like I was totally in the circle, but it didn't turn green. It's kind of annoying, actually. So their hitboxes aren't lined up with their circles, but that's okay. It's a little off. It's a little bit past it. So when you hold this button down, you just press E. Like when you go over stuff, the circle comes up, and then the bottom left, over there where the timer is for my video, it says E, haul. When you move over things like this, does E, grab pot, and you have to hold it down on some stuff, and it builds up. And then here it says E, and the bottom left there, place unbaited steel lobster pot. So we place it. And I can open it, but I don't want to open it yet. There's a procedure. Okay, so next is get the box that you're going to put them in, because they jump out and go back into the water. Oops. Okay, so then E grabs it. Okay, R opens it. So you press R like so, and then you have to press E here. Then you press E, and then this gauge, if they are too small, I'll show you what too small is. He's big enough, but that if his body, like from his eyes, where his eyes come out of his like shell or whatever, like the little pointy things, and then where his last or his first joint is. Does that make sense? Let me show you on one that is too small. Okay, he's too small. You see how the bottom gauge is past that line on the first rib of the bottom of his body, right? And then his eye sockets are showing. That makes him too small. See, he's too small by just a little bit. By one, you can, I can't really show you because it's connected to the mouse. I don't think there's a way to detach my mouse. But anyways, he's too small, so we have to throw him back. So we just have to look at the water and press E. There he goes. Okay, now he's right on the line. He is exactly right on the line. You see it? The bottom of that gauge is right on that intersection joint to, on the bottom of his body there, and his eye sockets are just within. I mean, he's like a millimeter, probably a millimeter too small, but I don't think I'll get in trouble for it. You get a $3,000 fine per one that you bring in too small, so you don't want to do that too much. He's okay. You get used to it. He's okay. He's actually better than the other ones. He's not okay. See? He's just a little bit too small. Okay, you can see his eyes. It's no good. He's definitely okay. He's not okay. Throw him back. No work light on. Yeah, okay. He's not okay. Oh, he's just barely not okay. See that bottom gauge? The bottom gauge gives it away the best. So, but yeah. Normally when you would do this, you would put the bottom of the gauge on that intersection point, and then read off the top where's how much of the eyes you see, like if it comes off the shell. And this is a game, so it's centered between the 2 points. Anyways, he's too small. He's definitely big enough. And this is a lot of... I think he's just too small. Okay, as I said, that's a lot of lobster for one pot. Okay, so then I found out that I can't put another lobster on here with this thing on here, because I figured I could just fill this up and then dump it, but no. They want me to do this and dump it right where I'm standing. Then if you press V, you go back to the driver's seat in third person view. And then it tells you on the left here, right above the screen, over here, it tells you 728 pounds of fish was successfully caught. So each one of these things is worth, the big ones, they're worth somewhere between 35 and 100 pounds or something. So there's like this. So one's like, a whole pot. So when I do 5 or 6 in a pot, it's just a game. But yeah, the scale's way off. This is the weather. It tells me about, the current, the wind, the cloud cover, and the, I'm not sure. Maybe that's the current. So what's this? Precipitation. Okay, so this is, the current's this, I guess. This north NM. Nautical miles, 1.3 nautical miles. So I don't even understand what this one is. Not sure. I guess this is rain. 6% chance of rain. 13 knot wind. And this might be like the ceiling, maybe, of the one, or like this 1.3. Like this is my view distance, maybe. I can see 1.3 miles. I don't know. I'm in a 3D camera. It's the funny thing about this is that there's northern lights every night in this game. Every single night. You're thinking, oh, that's cool, look at the sky. Yeah, that's how it is every single night, brother. And that's not looking as good as it could it? This is an old game. I got a 970 on this computer, so I don't know what the lines are about. But anyways, okay, so this tells me what's in my thingamabob. 728 lobsters. That's what I just caught. I think there's one down here. And this is the supplies for the mission, 551. But my ship will hold 33,000 total pounds, so 500 something. So I got a lot to go. This is gear on the boat. Unbaited lobster pots is the one I just put in. Lobster bait blocks, 4. I think it's 25 baits per block or something like that. So there's 100. Or maybe it's 20, and I'm down some because I put 24 out. So yeah, there's probably 5 total that goes on the ship. This is the times I drop the pots. 21 hours, 2 hours. See, the time's going, even as I sit here. And that's. Oh, there's my cat. She just woke up. Alright, he's waking up yelling. Oh, yelling. I know you think there's treats out, but there's not. You're too fat. Okay, my cat eats way too much for a cat. She eats one whole can of tuna by herself if you let her. I'd split it up between 3 cats, but they get picky, and one doesn't want to eat it, and the other one eats it all, that's how it goes. Pumi's like this skinny little thing, doesn't want to eat anything. So this here is multiplayer, I guess, and it doesn't. Oh no, we don't. And this is how you rescue if you get, like if you get stuck or beached or something. I never did it yet. We're not gonna do that. Okay, so I'm on the moves. Let's get to the next one here. Now let me zoom this in so it's not so clustered. Oop, I think that's okay, yes. Okay, so this is basically run the damn thing over and then hit X to stop. Wait, and then press E and hold it down and bam, you got it. You don't have to hit X to stop. It's just if you're going slow enough. You need a certain amount of time for that E. You have to hold E down and it builds up that bar. It needs to be in that circle for at least that amount of time. But the thing is, if you keep going, you'll pass up your next one if you're not quick on this, you know? It's gotta be like bam, bam, open it, open it. Come on now. See, I'm rusty. Tag, boom. Let's go quick. Gone. 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 Oh, little baby one. Big one. Big one. Little one. Flink. Little one. Flink. So you don't want to kill the population either. Flink. Okay, I didn't get too many on that one. It's okay though. There's not a lot of expenses in this game, so it's not too big of a deal. Like, that didn't seem like a lot, but it was 465 pounds of fish, so because the ones I did get were pretty big. They were probably 100 pounds each. That's a big ass lobster, huh? Just pick that up, put some rubber bands around it, you'll be fine. Yeah, right. 100-pound lobster, man. I'm ready to put toe chains on those fucking claws, I would think. Oh shit, am I going backwards? I am. Come on, baby. Takes it a second to get going. That should be it right there. Bam. Now the waves do get a little bit more crazy, but no white water, no, you know, didn't see any like white caps or nothing like that. No, it doesn't get that bad. It rains though, but and the waves do get a little bit more crazy. But no, like I say, nothing crazy. No white caps or, you know, no rogue waves where you have to turn the nose of the ship into it, otherwise you get flipped. Yeah. This is a fishing game. This guy is like right on the brink, but he's not. He's definitely not. Okay. Found the midget family. I don't know, I might get fined for that one. Maybe not. Yeah, there's a bunch of little baby ones here. Come on now. Jeez, oh man. That was weak. I might have one, and one's gonna be a fine probably. Let's see, I got a message. How do I do the messages? I forgot. No. How do I do the messages? Don't remember. Is it here? Oh, it must be this. Open logbook. Okay. My digital assistant. Catches. Gear. Sales. Read all. Catch. Read all. So whenever I pull something in, they I've never tried to get to it this way. I don't think you could, because you can't see it. I'll see. Might be able to get it in there. Come on, give me some green. Come on now. Oh, there it is. Can I grab it? No, I can open the freezer door. No, it cannot. I have to get out. I have to go over here. Haul the pot. Okay. Okay, so I can't do it from the driver's seat. I just tried to see if I could do it from the driver's seat. Because I could actually stop the boat from here. By double tapping X and it'll turn the boat off. The boat's turned off. You don't have to turn the boat off. If you just press X, it'll stop. you press it again, it'll turn it off. But that definitely ensures you stopped, you know. Sometimes, I mean, you turn it off so you just sit around and wait for the time in the pots, you know what I mean? But if you throw, you know, if you get I have 24 pots. I only carry 12 at a time. That's really too small. All these guys, man. I gotta leave this area before I overfish it. This is very good. Okay. And there you go. And close this, and pick it up, and drop it in there. And then press V, and it tells me 594 pounds of fish was caught. And there is no lobster. So by me throwing these back is a good thing, because otherwise this would be lobster free. I can't believe that all the lobster was showing me that I picked up every last one of them. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, come on. Drifting into it. Beautiful. Yeah, like give it gas and you let off and you just kind of coast into it. Sometimes you give it just a slight bit of gas just to keep a little forward momentum going. Then you X right when you get to it, as soon as it turns green, and then hold down E. E picks up and drops things. R uses things. Some things. Like this thing doesn't need to be open. Okay. That's how you bait them. Like what I could do here is after I pull these out, I'll show you. Let's see if we can get any that are money. Here's one. So close. It was tempting. Got one. Okay, so now we put this back. Okay, so close this. Boom. Okay, so we'll just say the fish finder said hello. Okay, so in order to use a fish finder, you just press E over the control. Okay, so there it is. Then I could use my monocular to look. Okay, so I'm using my binoculars, but I have a monocular. I'm using this. I don't have binoculars. I upgraded. But anyways, there's no fish here. But if there was, we'll say, I mean, there's fish here, but there's no lobster. Lobster would be at the bottom. If there was, after I pick that up and there's still a whole huge population of them, I could pick this up, go here, and put it in there. See, it says bait pot on the bottom. Well, we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that because there's nothing here. Alright, let's keep going. Got a few more. 5 more maybe? I don't know. Let's just see if I can do this quickly. It's not like I can do it quickly. Basically, you want to kill the gas when that circle pops up. See, I'm keeping a little bit of gas on, like quarter power, just to keep me rolling forward. As soon as I get pretty close, like now, hit it, stop, and then hold it. Boom, got it. Beautiful. There's you could barely hear the crank thing going. Now what's funny about this is that this crane, I know I'm kind of blocking it, always spins. See it? It's always turning. Whether I'm using this or not, it's always turning. So I don't know, a little bug there. I didn't make the game, guys. I'm just playing it. I've only been playing it for a couple days and I already see a couple bugs. Makes me think what these developers do when they make a game. Do they actually play their game? They actually play it, you know. I'm taking him, he's right on the line. He'll be bigger when I get there. Yeah, I'm taking him too. Not him. Alright. Now what I could do, if I'm slick, leave myself going slightly. You know, like, I don't know, let's just get up here first. much in the circles. They're even funny. Okay, so the boat's still going. A little tricky pulling this pot out too, because it's going to swing out because I'm moving. Oh, I got it. I got it before it swung out, because sometimes it swings way out there and you got to wait for it to come back. See if I can get this done before I get to the next buoy. Oh, it's right there. Alright. Cool. Alright. This pot looks pretty full. See how it swings out? Ooh, we got it. Gotta step up to get it. That's good. If you can see his eyes, he's too small. Some of them are right on the brink there. We're taking them. Jeez, oh man. Little baby ones. Baby ones. Hey, that's right here. Swaying to the one side here. Alright. I'm trying to get it lined up with the other one. I missed it. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. Alright. Move forward, but not that much. Just a little baby much. Come on, one little oof. Now the waves slow me down, put me in a negative. -3. I'm gonna get over overpower the current here. Just gotta overpower the current. There it is. Alright. Haul the line. Hauling the line, bringing it up. We're on the move, so it's gonna swing out. So you gotta move up. Move back. Drop the pot, pick up the crate. Drop the crate, open the crate, open the pot, grab the lobster, measure the lobster, band the lobster, put him in, throw him away, throw him away. Come on now. Oh man. These are all garbage. No good. Oh, there's a big one. See? That's a really big one. Maybe. Caught the ones eating all the food. And be 350. Here's the next one. So there's a buttload of fish in here, isn't there? Now the other fishing with the other ways is okay too. This is the easiest way. It takes the least amount of skill. The other one's is timing as the ship. These lines have 500 fish on them or whatever it is that they have on them. And, as the line gets reeled in, you got to use your hook and hook them. As you know, it's like a timing thing. You know, like there's too early and there's too late. You can miss. You lose the fish. You know, that kind of thing. I had a ship like that. I bought it. It was my second ship, but it maxed out. Horsepower was only 15. It was like a 50 horsepower engine or something. I was like, man, I can only go 10 everywhere. I was like, forget this. So I sold it because it's too dang slow. I'll wait till I get a bigger one. I think about $1 million will get me a good fish where I can do lobster and pull lines. So I can do either or. I'm taking them. See, sometimes they pay off. This one's paying off really well. Look how big these guys are. All of them. We'll throw them away. I've had so many good ones. Alright. Almost done, guys. 2 more, I think. Alright. Yeah, I've drifted way off. So here's the one. And there's the other. We'll go to this one first, because I technically have to turn around anyways. And then, we'll move this pointer below us here, and then I'll turn on the autopilot and it should just take off. Gotta adjust the first waypoint because I didn't go as far as it. Alright. Alright, we're on the move. Yeah, you gotta like maintain your mouse on this as the ship bounces around. This is gonna be tricky. I might not be able to get it. There we go. I'm gonna pass up that other one pretty fierce here. Glad to give me some big ones, because there was some really crappy ones in that last couple back there. These last 2 have been pretty good. Close enough. Yeah. See you next week. Got one more to do. 789. Let's get totally passed it up. You gotta be about 100 meters apart. It won't let you drop a lobster pot if you're within 100 meters of another one in any direction. So you usually just drive a straight line. You can tell when I use autopilot when I don't with my, because the autopilot, when I use it, the line's perfectly straight with the drops. And then when I don't use it, it always goes one way or another based on the current. So like this one I did that I just picked up was with autopilot. This one here was not with autopilot. Like it was, I don't know what happened, but it just sort of drifted. I was just standing in the back of the boat with it auto driving. I don't know, you know, like maybe half speed or something. So like 12 knots maybe I think I was doing, so that I can have the pot, drop the pot, and then bait it and get it all ready. So by the time I was done with all the little things, I still had about 3 or 4 seconds before I could technically drop the pot. So I'd be waiting on that part of it. Alright, so I'd be waiting on it. Even though I set the pot up, I'd be waiting. I'll drop one so you guys can see, but we'll have to drive with the fish finder on it. And then if I see something, you know, like a good group, I'll drop the pots, because I sort of have to anyways, because when I go do all this and come back and pick up those other ones, you know what I mean, it's like a never-ending cycle. I mean, if you're going to grind for money in this game, you want the bigger boats, right? So you got to make the money. Doing it 12 pots at a time isn't really an efficient way, but this way could get pretty you know, taxing, because it's monotonous. It's the same shit over and over again. We were hoping they'd have a multiplayer version of this game, and they may. I just haven't researched it enough to really say one way or another. Okay, so that's my maximum pods. So this is my maximum, you know, my haul for this one run of guys, of lobsters. So you just go, you can get in the boat like so, all the same. There's, oh yeah, let's see, so you can go here, which actually just brings you up here, and you can just walk on a wooden part and out onto the center here. And I believe I can control the light from here. Let's see. No, I can't control the lights from here. Turn that off. Okay, so anyways, I only have 281 more hours to go on that mission. It's gonna be tough, guys. I think if I was to let the current take me there naturally, I'd still have enough time. Alright. So yeah, we gotta change that nav point. So let's change the nav point to here. Let's get rid of that, because that doesn't, it's no longer true. That is no longer true. I'm not sure about that one yet. It's 8 days old. We'll just say no. A day ago, 8 days old. Okay. So, I put this here because I think it's still going. That they're still there. Alright, so anyways, here we go. I forgot. Autopilot on to the max. And go. Here we go. Oh yeah, let's wait. So if we can get off. Okay, see if it'll let me do this while the autopilot's on. So what time is it? I don't know. We're just gonna skip 6 hours. There we go. Beautiful. That's daytime. It's on autopilot, so I could technically just chill out here, check out the scenery. It's not a bad looking boat for a lobster boat. It does have like a, I don't know what it has inside of it. It doesn't show me that. It has a cabin though. I would think it would have a galley and a latrine. You know, a galley and a latrine, which is a kitchen and a bathroom. I'm pretty sure, because you know you gotta spend a full day out here. You know, I guess you could just crap over the edge, but you know, a shark might take that the wrong way. Yeah, you gotta eat, you gotta sleep, you gotta relieve yourself. So I do have pirate monocle here, monocular. It's a monocular, I think is what it's called. I feel like my boat's turning. Keep a steady course there, pilot. Pirate ship off the starboard bow. There's my lobster pots. They're not ready though. I wonder if there's lobster pot thieves. See, if there's a multiplayer game, this could be a possibility. You'd have to guard your stuff. So I'd probably, you know, want like a 40mm bores for on the front of this thing or something like that, or some kind of like gas, you know, a GAU 30 cal, like the 810 tank killer on a turret. Just be like, just, oh god, fishing boat mayhem. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. No, I shouldn't have to be armed to fish, right? I don't need an armed boat to fish. Don't steal my pots, bro. Rigs are expensive. You gotta buy these, you gotta buy the rope, you gotta buy the buoy thing. You know what I mean? The buoys you gotta buy all that. You have 12 pots, you need 12 buoys. You want lights on the buoys, you need 12 lights. Everything's thousands of dollars in this game. Trust me, it wouldn't take you long. This thing has 12, but some of these boats I was looking at have 24. I mean, yeah, 100 or 400 lobster pots. I don't even know what the fuck to do with that. You know, I mean, seriously, for this game to work with the bigger ships, you need multiplayers. Now that you can hire a crew, That will do stuff for you, which I probably will do. But this ship only holds one person, though there's 2 seats, and it's only a one-man crew. So the next ship I buy, you know, obviously I wanted to have a crew on it, because I want the crew guy to do something. You know, like he can drop 100 pots, he won't care. You know, I just drive, which I don't need to do in autopilot. So I don't know what the hell I'd be doing. I guess I'd be baiting them. I'd be sitting here putting baits in them. Okay, so let's watch this radar. So there's a lobster down there. See it? What a lobster. I think maybe if I sit down, I won't be all over the place. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's lobsters. Okay. So, what we do... slow the boat down to half speed. Oh, we have to turn the autopilot off. Okay. Half speed. Alright. Now get out of the ship. Open that. Get one of these. Put it here. Grab this. Hold down the button. Pot it. And then you wait here. It says set pot in the bottom. When it turns white, pow. Then you grab one. There's a little buoy. See how it goes. Okay. We slow the ship down so I have time to do all this and I don't get spaced out too much. Okay, so it's ready. See how it's gray? Set pot. It's not ready. So it'll be 100 meters away, which should be coming up soon. Should be right around now. Yep, there it is. Alright. Same thing. Set the pot. Oh, wait. We'll probably speed the ship up slightly here. Alright. Set pot. Alright. I'm not using auto drive because I have a specific place I already have mapped in and I don't want to put that up. So, this is going to be some curvy, crazy thing. Should be about now. Yep, there we go. Let's just check the radar real quick. Yep, still use the minute. Well, I can see it from here, right? Yeah, see? That works. Use all your tools to your advantage. You know? It's not stupid if it works. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Come on, set yourself back down. It's potted it. And off you go. Got discombobulated there for a minute. Let's see. So this is kind of like a, you know, I guess it depends on how you say it. I'll wait till I get that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, the command is grab pot. So grab pot, then place pot, then grab frozen bait, and then this is bait pot. Okay. So I baited the pot, and now I set pot. Grab pot. I'll tell you something, I'm really good at grabbing pot, setting pot. You know, like this, see here, see? Grab baited pot. I don't want to. I want to set pot. Set pot, see? Like a pro. Grab pot, set pot. Grab bait, bait pot. Set pot. Set pot. We're gonna check our fish finder here. Oh yeah, it's loaded. Okay. 3 more. Bing. Bang. Boom. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, bada boom. Running out of bottles. Not a lot of bottles. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, bada pow. Oh come on, and 1, 2, 5, set. No. Oh come on, it's out there. It's far enough away now. 99, 100, who's counting? And this is me setting pots for lobster. And, alright, now I hit O for auto drive, and the boat should just flip out. And it did. Close this. Back on auto drive again. So let's see how bad oh, I didn't fade it off this way slightly, but that's okay. I think I can still make a port, and I don't think I need to go that far out. I think that's more a realistic run there. Yeah, that's probably better. I have to bring this in more, but works for me. Alright, I don't think I can drive fast because I'm on a mission. Missions don't let me go accelerate time, so I have to actually drive this out. So I know this is 46 minutes long. Sorry guys. It's fishing, man. Fishing takes a minute. If you're a fisherman, then you would appreciate, you know, I mean, if you want to see how to play the game, well, you just saw the whole entire cycle and process of picking up and dropping lobster pots, you know what I mean? If I go and wait my time out, you just gonna see me picking them all up again, you know? So you've seen that part, so you got, everything is pretty much down pat on this. So you pull your crate up and you put it on here and it sets it there, and you put your bait in it, you know what I mean? And then you drop it, and the buoy comes out on its own. When it comes time to picking it up, you just gotta come and get it in that circle there, and then grab it with this, and then once you have it, then you haul it in with that. And it gets up here, and you put it up here, and put your crate out, and you put your crate there, and you open the crate, and you put your lobster in it. But you gotta put the rubber bands around the ones you're gonna keep. The rest of them you just toss out wherever. You can toss them out in any direction. I don't know. So you gotta be looking at the water to do it. And that's pretty much it. Your hold's here. And it is a shiny, shiny door. And that's about it. There ain't nothing else to the ship, really. I mean, there's the lights and stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a little bit of other things to do. There's the autopilot. Right here could, you know, decrease the speed to 26, 25 and a half. And control the auto. Everything that I was doing with buttons you could do. This is how you call for help. Let's just get in here so I'm not wobbling around. This is the storage. Down there I have 5,984 pounds of fresh fish, 551 pounds of cargo, 28,000 pounds of free space. This is important. Right? It's for fun. This is your journal, logbook. Forgot what that is. Searchlight out there. I don't know what that is. I forget. This is how you do your drop your anchor. This is how you manage your crew. I don't have a crew to manage though. Your controls, your radio. It's funny about the radio. Turn the radio on. Nothing plays though. I think I turned it off because I'm streaming, and I think I got in trouble when I had to remove the first video. That's why you're not seeing me playing the beginning of this game, because I got copyright infringement because the game has music in it. You know, it's part of the game, dude. You know what I mean? Like, why would? What? You know, I claimed the game. I got the right to play the game. I got, you know, authority to play the game and all of its content, including the music, which has already been paid for. It's an old game. So I turned the music off. Go Twitch, huh? So instead of me going Twitch with this, because I started off using Twitch and I was going to upload the video, you know, Nope. Now I just have to run this on Overwolf and put it on YouTube my damn self. YouTube will complain. Well, they can't. I got no music in here. So my friend, she got this craft fair place. How to explain it? It's an outdoor flea market. Okay, and she got herself a booth and is in the process of making some cool little things. You know, like handmade. Everything's handmade. She's doing. You know, she's taking old stilettos and you know, like hand-me-down. I don't know how to explain. She's going to get like new shoes that are messed up, you know, like stilettos with no straps, for example. You know, brand new shoe but it's broken in the box kind of thing. So no one's actually ever wore them. They're defective, and she's covering them with leaves and stuff and turning them into planters, making the shoe itself look as if it's a plant itself. It's really cool, actually. And then, you know, we line it. I do all the hard stuff. I line the inside of the shoe with some kind of saran, but not saran wrap. We're using freezer baggies, cutting them to fit the bottom and sides of the shoe in one piece, and spray gluing them in so that you could. And then she's putting leaves and stuff over it so that you could put a little planter in there, like a succulent, and water it and not hurt the shoe any. You know, that kind of thing. Get my drift? Okay. So those are pretty cool, one of a kind of thing. She's made one so far, and people are, you know, she's talking a couple hundred, maybe $300 each on these things. She's only going to have, on opening day, she's only going to have 10. So you can order these things. You have to hand make them. So I found, and there's other things she's going to have. She's going to be making dream catchers using real horseshoes. So we're trying to find, I live in Mesa, Arizona, so finding horseshoes around here, it's kind of like finding a pebble on the side of the road. Yeah, not very hard to do. But everybody uses them for crafting, you know, so it's hard to find people around here that want to just give them up for cheap, you know. So we have to drive out to farm country, where the guy's just got piles of them sitting all rusty with nails stuck in them and shit. And we're going to take as many as he'll let us. You know, we didn't talk price or nothing. But, you know, I says, you know, I'll give you some money for them. You know, I just don't want to spend a lot. I'm not here, you know, to help you get rich. I'm hoping you just be willing to help us out, and we'll pay you a little bit for your time rather than per shoe. Anyway, so that's her responding to the horseshoe thing. So I set it up. I told him we want a minimum of 20. He says, oh, that's not a problem. Come on down, pick out the ones you like. And he was talking about $20 for a lot of 10. So $2 a piece as it stands. But maybe if I buy a bunch and bring Crystal with me, I could use her, you know, use my ugly looks and her charm, and we might be able to get a discount, you know, because he'd be like, oh, she's such a sweet girl, she's so nice, I'll give you a discount. And then this guy, man, he's so freaking ugly. I would pay anything just to get him out of my face, because I'm going to have nightmares. So I'm going to use my ugliness to get a deal. I was like, I will leave your area if you give me 100 for $50. We'll do all the hauling. You just got to collect the money. Now, I'm willing to give him 100 for 100. You know, I'll give you $100 for 100 shoes. Otherwise, I'm only going to give you $50. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to take your 30 shoes, and I'm going to be on my way. I won't give him like $100 for 50 shoes. I'm like, nah. How many shoes can I get for 20 bucks? I'm gonna change $100 into 20. It's like I'm only gonna give you 20 total. No matter if you give me 5 shoes, I'll take the 5. Here's your 20. Have a nice day. You know, give me 50 for 100. I'll do that. But I'm not gonna be doing those $5, $6, $8 shoe shit, especially used ones. It's not worth it. And that's not even my thing, you know. I mean, you ever try to bend a bent horseshoe back? Not an easy situation. You'd be hitting that thing with the hammer so hard the concrete underneath the hammer is gonna be breaking. You're gonna need an anvil, you know, and some heat, a lot of heat. Like I said, there was my plumber's torch. My acetylene. I got a map gas, probably it's a little expensive though. It's blown away on that thing. I might be able to get a cherry red in a couple spots for a few seconds, you know. That's about it. Don't get me wrong, the torch gets pretty hot. 3,800 degrees, something like that. That ain't no slouch, but it's in a small spot, you know. It's in a half-inch circle at best. Yeah, but anyway, so we're gonna go collect these things. Probably Monday. He's gonna be around all week. She's got her kids for the weekend. She's divorced with 2 kids. She gets them for a week, and they just trade off week by week, every other week. Trade off on the kids. Gives him a break. Gives her a break. You know. Now with her business coming up, she's not allowed to miss a day. So she has to be open every day that the place is open. Otherwise, it's a $25 fine per day or per hour or something like that. It's not good. So she has to be there, period. She can't renege on this, and she's known to not follow through on stuff, so she want to be her business partner. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't putting my name on shit. You know what I mean? You know, I just got out of a life's whirlwind of fucking debt and, you know, and bad credit and everything else. I just got out of it. There's no way in hell I'm walking right back into it again. Just got out of this storm. I like to stay out of the storm because, you know, life tends to create debt. You know, cars break and things happen, you know. Things break and wear out. And, you know, so there's nothing. I'd rather not stick my neck out there any farther than I have to. So one thing about this ship, not saying I went a lot of miles or nothing, but it's pretty good on gas. I don't know what the engine was originally, but the top mod for it was a plus 450 horsepower. So I'm assuming it's a 500 to 550 horsepower engine, or engines, and, you know, combined power maybe 550. So 250 horsepower, 275 horsepower each. I would assume there's 2 motors in here. According to the thing here, there is. There's two throttle controls, so yeah, there's 2 motors. You know, left side, right side. So yeah, 275 horsepower V8s is uncommon in boats. You know, normally they're like 150 horsepower though. V8s, I don't know. Depends on what kind of gas mods you want. Put dragsters in there, but most people just want cruiser motors, you know. Not trying to go fast, they're just trying to make sure they can go, you know, reliably. Not have to go fast, just go. Yeah, it's like, oh, he goes 200 miles an hour. Oh, now I'm sitting here, tap. You know what I mean? He's done. You know, this thing, brrr, going out there to go get him, hook him up, brrr, bring him back. You see what I'm saying? Reliable. You know, if just doing it for the sport, you know, you want to do speed, great. You know, nothing wrong with that. I think I'm gonna hit the land here, guys. I'm gonna need a rescue. Pretty sure he's going right over the land. I am 99.99% sure that I am going to hit the land based on this. Come on now. What are you doing? Get the hell out of Dodge. Must be low tide. I can't see the corner here. I think it's 21 meters. Yeah, yeah, it's really shallow here. I mean, like really shallow. Yeah, I turned autopilot off, obviously. It was driving me into my death. It's gonna drive me right straight to my own death. So it must be high tide, low tide kind of thing. Come on now, move this thing. Alright. Alright. Must be low tide. There's the sun up there. No moon. No, it's morning. So actually the tide should be going out. This is the best time, like early morning when the tide goes out, it's the best time to go on the beach. It's when you find out like crazy shit, you know? Yeah. Turn the autopilot back on. Yeah, the autopilot's funny. Real subtle motions. If you ain't ready for this thing, dude, you'd be thrown off the boat. Watch and see when it makes a turn. You know, like a 30 G-force turn. Like kind of World of Tanks EBRs. You know, 30 to a couple hundred G-forces on the crew making the turns it does. It's just completely funny. Okay, so this guy's gonna get in my way, and I'm gonna ram the fuck out of him too. I wonder how much damage I could do to him. Oh, look at that! Oh man! Splash! You went. Yeah, this thing just fucking whiplash turns, man. Jeez, oh man. Let's beep that guy. Is that horn? No, horn is not it. Y for yell. No, Y is the horn. Maybe I want to cat it. My cats learned how to open and close the doors on their own, or a door. I have it like strapped in a way where they can open and close it, but it doesn't swing open. You know, it's just enough, opens up just enough for them. But when the wind blows, it opens and closes. It's 115 degrees outside right now. My door's partially open. Front door or side door is 108. 108 degrees. Well, that was at, I don't know. Let's just update it and go. 109. Okay, so it's 109 out, which is normal around here. And one of my cats decided that outside's a good idea, and I haven't seen him since. You know, he's fine. He's underneath the house. My cat got trapped underneath the house one year. One of my other cats. And all I hear is meow, meow, and she's freaking out, scratching. Couldn't get out from underneath the house. I don't know how she got in there. So, I cut a damn hole in the damn thing, get my damn cat out. Ended up putting a cat door in the spot. So now my 3 cats go in and out. Because it's cool underneath there, you know. The house is, there's a crawl space where they get into. I have no mice, almost no bugs. Now, Puma used to bring the bugs in the house. It was pissing me off. Cicadas and black and white spotted grasshoppers, big fuckers too, flying around. Not easy to kill because they're quick. Oh, look at that whiplash turn! Just threw another guy off the boat. Anyways. Coming into port here. I still have 12 days. I start off with 12 days. guess I could drive around for a long time. I guess they give you 12 days on the missions because to fill some of these bigger ships, I suppose it would take 12 days. But for me, it would take 3 days, 4 days, maybe 4 days total. You gotta figure each time's about a quarter, 25% of the ship, roughly, depending on the quality of the fish that I'm pulling in. But we are almost in here now. Look at all the other boats, though. I should turn off my thing. I know there's a 5-mile-an-hour no-wake thing. And I turned that off because, you know, I just can't do it, dude. So let's look at these ships as we're driving by here. I have to do it walking around. Sir Hook. Right on. There's one back here somewhere. Nope. Pole Star. See it. I don't see it. Look at that big ship. That's pretty cool. No name on that one either. There's my parking spot. Got some cool boats in here. Eventually I'm gonna own them all, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how the hell you would do that, own a bunch of boats with just one player. I guess you would, like, for this, like, I have, you know, let's see, what's my last drop? Look at all this shit over here. Okay, so these guys are at 13 hours. I need 18, so by the time I drop this off and get back, these will be ready. And then by the time I pick these up and drop off the next set, you know, drop the next set of box, you know, things down or whatever, and drop off the load from what I pick up here, these will be ready. So I don't have enough lobsters in my boat per run. That's my problem. I'll figure that out soon enough. Okay, back to the driving. So maybe I could take a 100-pot lobster boat and drop everything off and put it, you know, drive across the, you know, from one port to another and drop 100, and then get in this ship and drive behind it and pick up. I wouldn't be able to pick them up. I'd be able to pick up the 100, but I'd have to pick them up and drop them again. You know, pick it up, empty it out, rebait it, drop it, and then I could do the 100. I might be able to fit them all in the ship. You know, smaller ships doing the things, but I have to re-drop the pots is the only thing, because I won't be able to carry more than 12. It just sounds like I'm going to end up with this, the bigger ship altogether. Alright. Come on in, come on in. Gotta dock here for the mission. Get on, get on, get on, get on. Yay. I think I got the money already. It's real vague. So it's worth 62,000. So I have a 1.3% port reputation, so I get another 827 bucks for that catch. Fresh. Ooh, that's high. It's usually 9 something. Didn't get any fines. Cool. All those I brought in were all big enough. 449,000. So let's go to the dock and see what other kind of ships they got here. So I had this Borg. It has 15 horsepower. Couldn't do it. I just couldn't. Sorry. I just couldn't do it, man. There's Lenore. I haven't tried him yet. He does 30. I have money for that. I don't like how it looks though. Not my kind of boat. I mean, it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just this one's a little A little bit different. I like this one a little bit more because of the front thing. Walking out there looks like it would be fun. So it has a fun aspect to this one. It's the Mickey. Wait, is this can I do lobster? No, this is all deep lines, okay. It's the Mickey. Also all deep lines with the big thing out front. Okay. The Dexter. Trolling type bottom. Look at this monster. Holy moly. 4 or 5 million bucks. It's cool. And this one's worth 6 million bucks. Just a snow crab. Max crab pots. So just crab pots. Crabs probably pay better than lobster. I don't know. Lobster pays well, man. Lobster's lobster, dude. So I could definitely afford this one. Here's 30 lobster pots. I say I buy it. I don't have any active missions. Alright. So, let's go to maintenance. Everything's good. Change the name to Lenore. Nah. You gotta come up with a fancy name. You know, Big Pot. Big Pot. Big Potter. They told us I'm a big. Let's see. Let's see. Over Potter. The Over Potter. Okay, that works for me. We'll come up with something better later. People who know me will find that funny to some degree. Okay, so engines. This is important. Can't be slow. It only gives me 50 horsepower. But we're still gonna take it. So I have no idea what's in there now, but it's probably garbage. Don't really need it, but we'll take it. Good radar. Maybe good sonar. So I can go anywhere. Good buoys. I sure already have good buoys, but okay, there's more. I'm gonna have to make sure I get all the lobster pots. Don't really care too much about the lights. The autopilot is a must. Check it out. 110,000 left. Storage. Yep, we're gonna add that storage to it. There we go. 60,000 left. Now I gotta go to fish market, fishing gear. I want long ones. I thought this is a lobster pot thing. Yeah. For net fishing. Rigs for net fishing. I've never tried net fishing yet. I'm gonna try that. Just rig this for net fishing. Yes, we want a tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna have to stop this video because it's way too freaking long. And restart it. Doing this thing. Okay, so Klaus has got to stop this video now because it's been an hour. So this is the free game that you get, and you can see how it can be slightly addictive. You know, there's more to it than that. You can buy a crew, you can get bank loans, you can get missions through bars, and just there's this stuff. Okay, so anyways, Klaus gonna stop this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to continue watching it, just watch the next video because it's going to be a continuation of this one. Alright, Klaus is out, and be right back. Just going to pause and start again.